Alright, you're all on. So, here is how the mission works today. So, due to the actions in the Fada region, an opium distillery was destroyed underground. That has caused a massive disruption within the opium market within the Emirates of Afghanistan. Based off of going through the intel on the phone left behind at the distribution house, one of the key players of the opium trade was identified. He has close ties to militias in the region because he is funding them, and he has been identified nearby this abandoned U.S. airbase. And we are going to move to try to capture him. I will show a picture of him once we all load in. This will be the same picture that was also in the announcement. But he, knowing that we are closing in on him, has turned more towards ISIS for the sake of protection. We saw a little bit of that last mission, but we are going to see it much more heavily today. This has also caused one of ISIS's biggest warlords to come into the region, and he will be present at the ISIS base. He is a killer capture, preferably capture, but the opium kingpin, he is capture. He will be in one of two locations, either a hangout area, which is roughly the size of this location according to information seized on the phone, or his mansion area, which is right there. Now, the Emirates of Afghanistan have deployed a sizable force to this AO, but most of these forces have established blocking positions guarding outside routes that these HVIs could try to escape on. And will be intercepted. I believe they do know that these routes are closed off, so instead they are more than likely to dig in. Now, our forces are still limited, however, so one route still exists to the north. So we have altered our plan accordingly to try to deny this route and also attack from this route. So here is how today's operation is going to work. There are 4 parts and a secondary objective. First part. The U.S., when this was in a U.S. airbase, mined the hell out of this riverbed. So do not move in the riverbed. The only safe way to progress this area are the bridges highlighted in orange. I would also recommend you do not plant any IEDs on these bridges, because if you destroy these routes, it's going to be a lot harder for us to utilize things in the future. I'll get to that in a second as well. But your first objective is to secure these 2 bridgeheads. From there, we have a squad on standby that will be able to diversify into holding these 2 bridgeheads, so you can bring your respawn Vic and trip one of the 2 triple R Vics up to basically either of those positions for you to further use in the AO. Your second task will then be to move to this bridge and secure it, and then have your IED guys plant IEDs off of the bridge to the north to deny QRF from coming in. With all of these positions then locked down, we will then attack the AO north to south. First, we will go after the Opium Kingpin, and then we will move on to the ISIS base. Now, hostile forces can be anywhere past the bridge here, pretty much within this section. They can also be coming in from the north along this route until that area is cleared out. So just because these areas are highlighted in red doesn't mean that they are limited to just those areas. I wouldn't expect much within the abandoned U.S. base. There isn't really anything there because the Emirates of Afghanistan already hauled almost all of these stuff off. But otherwise, that is it. Again, HVIs will be placed in a screen right at spawn. You don't spawn with flash grenades. If you need flash grenades, they are on a table. Feel free to take as many as you want. There's a dump crate nearby. There's also a few extra crates for you to take stuff. And yes, I added blood bags to everything. Medics, there are no packs. I have it in the announcement set this time. Also, out-of-game character note, no, I do not have a million mines spawned in the riverbed. If I see you moving in the riverbed via vehicle or infantryman, you will find a mine. And you won't be able to see it coming. It is underground, because that's how the Americans work. Good luck, have fun. Do I have any questions from the peanut gallery? No, you cannot demine them. You have to use the bridges.
That was going to be my question. I can steal the mines.
No, you have plenty of IEDs to use. You can use those with pressure plates, and it'll be fine. Now, speaking of IEDs, there is one secondary task The enemy are believed to have put a few IEDs because they know we're coming on some defensive positions by trash piles outside of their respected areas here. So they're probably going to be possibly in random fields or on the MSR SSRs, IED specialist. You can plant an IED next to it and detonate it to clear the road or route if you need to, but that gives you another job to do. And if the IED specialist is busy doing something, anyone can go to any of the trucks and take the IEDs out and the cell phone out, and you can do it yourself. Very, very
So we do
simple.
have cell phones. Good.
Yes, there are spares in the cars. There's also, if you notice, an ordnance symbol right here. So your vehicles are outside the perimeter right here. That resupply mark marks where the 2 triple RVICs are. If you want to load spare stuff into those vehicles, you can take them up to that ordnance marker, and you can either load in the crates if they let you, or you can take them, their inventory, and put it in those VICs because these VICs do not respawn. And again, I am deleting the tank when we spawn in because we did not have over 20 players this up. I thought we'd have more and I wouldn't have to put that down as a rule, but I guess everyone's busy today. Any questions from the peanut gallery?
I'm not peanut.
Can we catapult ourselves across the riverbed?
Any serious questions from the peanut gallery?
Yes, can we catapult ourselves across
I'm pushing us through. You forfeit all of your questions.
TV on.
You have to come up to the TV so the black screen will show the image. That's just a rendering thing with Arma.
Elderly across the street merit badge.
I'm on it.
All right.
Ooh, that actually looks cool.
Flash grenades. This is not an arsenal, it's a dump crate. If you want more inventory, it's over here. Also, it's over by the ordnance area. Now, again, for people that didn't read it in the announcement, the guy on the right is the Opium VIP. He has a hat with words on it that's red. The guy on the left is the ISIS commander / warlord. He is capture, kill, preferably capture.
231p, what is that?
It's the ancient fucking age-old AK, man.
Oh god.
Wait, are these all
OG.
grenades?
The old one.
Those are the M84 stun grenades that you can use to help subdue the 2 guys you are capturing. And yes, you have Soviet-era AKs, so you have Soviet-era ammunition.
Oh no, that's logical. God damn, it's logic.
Wait, how do we pick up?
You need to get it top of the table.
I
Oh, really? He has a point. He was only stating the facts. Don't hit it. Don't hate him.
I wish I
Oh yeah, you gotta get on top and look down at him.
That's what she said.
All right, well, feel free to get on the table and pick them up if you need to. I'm sorry, I didn't realize they'd have such a small hitbox.
That's fine.
And the tank goes boop. Global AI 90, 35, 90, 90, 90, 90. I'm gonna set sides to be friendly for the moment, and then when the AO actually starts, I'll set them to hostile. How does one join Paw Patrol? Paw Patrol doesn't technically exist right now. It's called Patchworks Operative Group, POG. If you want to join them, you can message me. I can shoot you a link to their Discord. We are not doing a Kraz SCP op anytime soon. Unless I think of an actual way to do it, but I don't think that'll be possible. But yes, the Kraz is OP. Please nerf. The plot behind this scenario is, how would I put it? It's an article I read a few weeks ago talking about the opium trade in Afghanistan by, I think, the New York Times, and how they're starting to limit the opium trade based off of what the Emirates of Afghanistan is trying to become. So this is the enforcing of those laws in 2023. This will be the 3rd and final operation of this mini campaign. First round, we went through and we destroyed a bunch of farming equipment. The player base decided to destroy everyone's farming equipment, not just the opium farmers. And I thought that was kind of an interesting call, but okay, you know, c'est la vie. Second round, they destroyed a distribution center, which they thought was a refinery, but then found intel on where the actual refinery was and destroyed it. And then the server decided to Alt F4 itself, which was really funny, but it was towards the end of the op, so it was fine. They destroyed the refinery. And then this mission has forced 2 HVIs together, one which is tied to the opium trade, who is currently over here. However, if this position is assaulted first, I will move him to the other one over yonder, and then you have the warlord, which is over here. This guy, I'm actually going to RC and put up a fight. The other one, I'm actually going to have surrender when the shooting starts. So, fair warning, I'm probably going to get flashbanged when I, pick up a gun and start shooting them, but we'll see how that goes. I've got 2 different factions playing for this campaign. One is a militia group, and one is the ISIS group. So the ISIS group are going to be dressed up all in black, and the militia are going to have some more color. Yes.
Would it be too much to ask for, like, an armed techie?
You have whatever you have listed outside of the perimeter over yonder.
You didn't see anything. Okay, what was it?
So ISIS control the bridges here. Actually, I think, yeah, no. So the militia controls this bridge down here. ISIS controls this northern bridge. Who did I have? I think I have militia forces in pockets up here. But I'll be sending both militia and ISIS QRF as positions are hit. Those factions are based off of 3CB under the militia force for Middle Eastern extremists and Middle Eastern insurgents, respectively. Insurgents being the militia, extremists being my ISIS faction. Because if you look, you'll actually get some ISIS logos on these forces here. So, this is basically going to be just a massive looping around. If they don't do the AOs in order, I will have the northern guy escape and the mission will fail. So if they go from here to here...
50 check.
Good check. If they do things in order, they won't lose. Which is the important part. Anyway, guys, this is High. You are free to start stepping off whenever. Good luck, have fun. Okay. Here, 1 second. I'm checking something. Adorable. Anyway. Where is... filter. No, I was going to look at global settings here. Yeah, that's on. So we're going to hear some clicking of the mics. That's nothing I can do about that. I forgot to turn that setting off again. But yeah, that clicking you hear is TFAR being TFAR, unfortunately. Alright, otherwise, they've dropped some smoke grenades in here. They left a grenade and a magazine in here, but it looks like they've taken a lot of the stun grenades here. Each one of these has about 35 stuns, so they at least took like 70, maybe even 100. So that's nice. Let's look at the dump crate. What do people think they didn't need? Their handguns, some smoke grenades, and some frags, but they took practically everything else. Alright. So, anyway, vehicle choice for today. I've got a M2... an Mark 19, both of those 113s, a Navstar, 3 respawn vehicles that also double as their supply vehicles, 2 BTR techies, a BMP techie, SVG9 Vic, and a ZU-23 Vic.
Southern on first. No explosives near the bridge.
So with that all said and done, I am now going to...
Bravo will take the
set up some patrols here.
second northernmost bridge.
Yeah, that damn hotkey thing. I'm not a fan of extra hotkeys personally. I mean, I took the time to like sit down and learn them, then I probably would enjoy them more. But there's so many freaking things that poor little wee woo has to do. So I'm putting them in a diamond formation here, just to keep them together. It makes it a little more simplistic, but once I see them actually start leaving, I will go ahead and adjust everything. But yeah, no, I've got Allied AI guarding the base. I'll have Allied AI come up and, you know, take the bridge positions once they actually deploy, and we'll see how things go. Any Vex they don't take, I'll probably also utilize as part of the base defense, because as soon as they start hitting these positions, I will have, you know, some groups, ISIS to the south, Middle Eastern militia from the north coming in, and, you know, try to box them in with that. I have no idea where they're going. Otherwise, let's set up the side relations here. Op 4 against Blue 4, no radio message.
Bravo,
and
you're going
we'll
to the
let this
northern
all
bridge?
play out. So I've got some decent Overwatch
Alpha's going
positions
to the
here.
southern
Marksmen, machine gunners.
Yeah.
Also, Team Bravo, why didn't you just cross the open and not head all the way north?
Our driver is what do you say? AFK.
Okay.
I'll put this here. Just so I can hear things, because I think one of them's on a short range. I don't get why they're running all the way up here, but I'm not going to question it. Player bases do player-based things. So I think these guys are just giving movement orders. We might see, yep, some movement coming up, so we'll see things adjust. I'm gonna move the big stuff accordingly.
The guys on the side bridge back ahead. Get out and search.
Alright, so we got one force dismounted over here. And I'll be adjusting things accordingly. Meanwhile, they're coming up over here. I'm not going to be using Mark 19s because they're a little overpowered for the AI to use them because they'll always land on target. But machine guns, I'm using a lot of static PKMs. Not necessarily anti-material rifle machine guns like these 12.7 NSVs, for example, but they're still rather deadly. Plus, when you spawn them and eat, they do that little wiggle thing. So they're a little tougher to deal with. Alright, and then I've got this SPG-9 launcher right here ready to go for that bridge side. But now you're just having firepower going back and forth here. That guy I'm going to have pull back. You're basically just having some firepower here along the bridge. Yeah, he set the prone, but he's stood up here, so... He goes down. More AGS fire. Just kind of focusing on combat right now. This NSV guy's taking a few hits probably from that AGS. He's still wildly spraying. Yeah, if he runs down there, I will detonate a mine at his feet. Just to prove a point. Yeah, but he's killed off beforehand. Well, I just heard that SPG-9 fire a rocket over here, so they're backing off. They didn't really need to do a force split and hit both bridges at the same time, but that's what they chose to do instead. You got multiple people down right here. That's not a good sign. Just because a force split looks like a good idea doesn't always mean it is a good idea, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's the machine gunner getting a lot of the damage here. Even though he's spraying this like a motherfucker. Alright, so this Vic I'm gonna delete. I might have it come back later if I remember I have a BTR 40 in reserve. And now it's time to set up some artillery here. Got the SPG 9 gunner focusing on a little more. And I'll be slowly arranging artillery to hit this position. So you still got the SPG 9 suppressing over here. Skelly doing his best to pick off what he can. Including this PKT right here. More SPG 9s firing. And you're hearing that HVS continue to try to engage this one turret. Alright, I'm gonna calculate a little range adjustment. I'm gonna slowly walk that over. But I will start hammering this side, forcing them to do a different side of the bridge. I need to, otherwise Skelly's still trying to pick off forces. These guys still moving up as well. Let's get this mortar to fire again. Now the fun part. Just to show that that thing's genuine. He's out of ammo for it. Alright, so now I need some extremists here. Because I'm gonna pretty much try to mobilize
across the southern bridge.
this force here.
Bravo copies. Bravo's still trying to make her way across the middle bridge. Got a
Oh,
enemy.
Big Me's just got picked off immediately. Double tap by my two Lee Enfield guys right there. Woo. And they're still shooting. Literally, just Lee Enfield guys, man. They're... Wow, one of these guys found an IED. These infantry, man. I swear. They're a freaking riot. Alright, we're gonna finish lining up that position. I can't believe he found an IED and just blew up. That's brilliant. Alright, I'm gonna send another section further back. Are you set to defend only at this point? Of course you are. And then I want the insurgent forces to start sending up their guys. We're gonna do it in the form of a few rifle teams to pretty much come up and reinforce that position. So now they're gonna start turning their attention to this other position. I'll give them a few seconds to figure out what they're gonna do about that. Go ahead, delete those chuckleheads out of the minefield. Let's hope they don't armor themselves. Yeah, I don't have any RPGs under that group, that's fine. Stream's going alright. Up's going fine, they're doing a force split. We've had a few KIAs here and there, but respawn Vic's right here. So it's a little messy of an idea, but let's go ahead and get the artillery. And I'll let that range We got these forces slowly advancing up this zone here. I still can't believe some random dude over from this patrol went back and triggered that freaking IED. What a bunch of chuckleheads, man. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Yeah, so I'll give it a few seconds. They're doing their best here to suppress. Oh, Lolo just got his freaking head blown off. Yeah, I'm gonna have him adjust actually, because the marksman can directly call for fire on that position. Skelly's still moving up. This group has mostly remounted on this spot. Again, don't know why they're assaulting on their own there, but... give it a few seconds, make a quick adjustment. Get that launch.
Hey, Bravo.
Bravo read.
Are you good? Have you crossed the bridge?
Yeah, we're fine at the bridge. We're just trying to clear out the other end before we cross.
Because they can directly range from that guy. Whoops. Wrong module there. Ooh, good. Come out there, because I was going to blow that fucker up.
Bravo, we're on the other side of the bridge.
Little bit of blue on blue here.
Liru, you seen this?
Yeah.
Please help.
I'll give you one mulligan, but if you do it again, that's all. Hit that bump a little too fast. I can't do anything because Hobo Lord's in there too, so you're gonna have to get him out.
Affirm.
Bravo, let's start pushing to the northern bridge.
Thank you, Hyde.
What on earth are they doing here? Send in go team 6 now. So they're just trying to speed run bypass this thing. Okay. I mean, that's gonna leave my mortar to continue being used for this entire AO, but sure. The player base is very interesting. because they're literally charging through all these sections.
T-55 on the northern bridge.
Good job on him.
Hey, you can start clearing out northwest. Hazmat down. Did he hit the tank? No, it's up.
Someone got me. My grenade got that though.
Hey, Bravo. We're gonna need help here. The hazmat is shit.
This is a massive mess. I don't even know what else to say here. Like, this is a mess.
Bravo, you copy.
Get fucking RPG and get the tank there. Same is down. He had your.
And the respawn Vic is dead too, so they're gonna have to go back to square one at this point.
Bravo.
You lot still alive? Drawing you up. Want me to bring up another truck? Yes. Okay, so go
And someone who doesn't miss his fucking AT.
Someone who
I'm
doesn't
going through
miss
the
18.
fucking middle bridge. It should be fine.
Back a base. Yes, low respawn. Left truck. Are they coming in a new truck behind us? Yes.
Bravo.
By the way, oh no.
I think Skelly's the only one up at this point. Oh. Freaking brutal. Oh, hold on. The AI decided to be special. Yeah, no, they're all mostly down here. Good God. That first attack has gone well. Yeah, Luke, come on, Boo. Good job. not a good start, and I really hope they don't drive that blindly by.
It was on the other side of this building though, so.
It does not like
Congrats. This is getting to
shit.
So I don't think.
yeah. This is not a good start to this operation. That's for fucking sure. Oh man. This is very painful to watch. Donnie Chad, thanks for the 24-month resub. That gets you into the second rank of the Lance Corporal Club. Nice. Hope you all keep enjoying the operations. And I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. This is just a mess. This is definitely a mess. What, Boo? Thank you, Boo. I appreciate it. So they are down to one respawn vehicle, and if they lose that, I think it's game over at that point. Oh, man. I'm gonna move this tank down to the other bridge. At this point. Bloodwind's doing alright. She's more mobile. She still has pain, but she's working with it, you know? At this point, I think the Middle Eastern militia guys are going to get another group of reinforcements to come down, so I'm going to spawn a truck here. Something framey just happened. Ah. I see. One of the players just got uber jibbed there. Oh man, this is not looking good for the player base. Just looking for a transport Ural here. Cool. Man. Man, oh man. And I have the mortar position pre-ranged on that spot. Oh.
I gotta keep the respawn Vic in the rear, so I don't lose it again.
I'm gonna be very nice about that, but oh god. Jolly gee willikers, this is pretty bad. Let's see if the player base can regroup and push and engage. Oh, they're out of. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna have that pre-range. We're gonna smoke them, because I think I'm down to yeah. Bavarian's the only one left in this AO. I have QRF coming to eventually go smoke them out, but my god. We'll see, Luxie.
Hey, Bravo?
Yes, Bravo
I
Reed.
think two of them landed on Holy Light and
Blow up
actually
the
killed
northern
him. Good god.
Northern or middle bridge?
Northern.
I don't think they can.
If one of the Vics.
There's still a fucking tank there though, so. Watch out.
Alright, I'm gonna tell them hold fire at this point, because we're gonna have the infantry start coming up here. That's, I literally told you to hold fire. What are you doing?
Or mind the bridge even better.
Look, see, I want to say it's been half a year to a full year.
What's Gearsus? Middle bridge.
Turret's partially damaged. Not sure if it's fully damaged, but... Careful, don't go down in that riverbed. I will blow you up. Now we're gonna have the disconnects of people getting annoyed because they're getting blown to hell.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
And we have a single guy
not gonna be able to blow up that north
charging
bridge.
ahead.
We are a 5-man squad, so... And you said there was a tank there.
Yes, go there, kill the tank.
I'm just gonna remove the tank from play, in all honesty. What on earth? Like, actually, like, why do I have assets charging ahead of each other? Why is this completely disorganized? Guess, yeah, I'm gonna... have these guys come out. My fucking God, Bavarian. Oh my God. Alright, tank's been removed from play because the turret's damaged. Ah. Well, they found the mortar position. They're getting harassed by some infantry that trickled down over here. Have some more insurgents come on foot. We're gonna take them from a slightly different insurgent faction, just the Takistani forces. And I guess in another 5 minutes, I'll send another ground-based group, or vehicle-based group, which will trigger the ID, blow up the bridge, which wasn't what I told them to do, but at this point. Is a mess. I mean, every community has their off days, I get it, but, ooh. Everyone's kind of just running around with their heads cut off. It is making things a little messy. I guess I'll have the militia also trickle in from the other side.
Alpha, what are you currently doing?
We're currently pushing to the abandoned airbase. I'm working on blowing up the fucking bridge so we can leave.
Alright, I'm gonna just start setting up my patrols here, because I can't predict what they're gonna do, because this is clearly gone tits up. It's fucking hotkeys. Alright, thank you. I don't know how to make that go away. Alright, that's the extremists. Let's do the regular infantry here. I mean, I'm hearing a little bit of communication on 5-0, but it's not a lot. Now they're trying to blow the bridge, which is not what I told them to do, because I didn't test that one feature. Oh, this is brilliant. Can't even line up the SVG-9 to hit the bridge. I think he's trying to trigger these IEDs instead, yeah. I'm not sure I'll be able to pick up their comms with the RF, but we'll try our best here. Yeah, so they're backing off instead. I have these ready to go because I'm true to both the AI and the players here. If they trigger something, they trigger something. And I'm pretty sure that guy is out of ammo at this point. Now you got this 4-man team pushing in. Christ. They do have radios, yeah, just... I don't know anymore, alright? I just work here. This has definitely become a messy one, to say the least.
Bravo, we're gonna destroy the northern bridge and be done with it, and then kill the 2 fucking HVTs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I said don't destroy the bridge, because I don't think you can actually destroy these bridges, so... Yeah. Oh well.
Abandoned airbase with what?
And then they're gonna kill the 2 HVTs, fail the mission. Alright. Sucks too, because this is going to be probably the last time I use the main mod set within TSB, but what can you do? I'm just the, I'm just the Zeus here, man. And this is pretty damn hilarious. I'll keep them on aggro, but once they get there, I gotta basically teleport them over to this side. These guys, I'm gonna go ahead and respawn here. These guys, I'm also gonna respawn. Because, you know, Lamb's AI is Lamb's AI. Now, since they're attacking from this direction, I am gonna move him over to the market instead. And he's gonna be in this building here. I have no idea what they're shooting at and why, but okay. So I wonder, yeah, they're keeping their last spawn vehicle back at base, because this is just, whew, this is a mess. Well, anyway, until I get some more gunshots, I guess that counts. We'll start sending some small teams of forces up to deal with issues X, Y, and Z. Gonna re-rally this group to push. And then this group, I'm gonna say crosses, and they'll start pushing as well. Because I can't have them manually walk over the damn bridge. Because AI be AI. So I'm gonna try folding back here. They're shouting to celebrate their victory. Yeah. Am I being super kind? I wouldn't say that. I'm just being balanced based off of what's going on, but I know this is going to start an argument, though, because they're going to say, well, I mean, we should have destroyed the bridge. And I'm like, is the bridge destroyed? Did I tell you to destroy the bridge? No. So it's still usable. Like, maybe if I have an op that you're supposed to play a certain way and I tell you how to do the, like, you know, win and you don't, then, you know, what do you want from me at that point? Alright, we're also gonna have Is over here send some friends. Just in the form of a rifle team. Oh, that's cute. That 113 is literally sticking itself. Let's play the game. Be taking care of bodies back here. Yeah, but now what's the thing though? Like if they die, they're gonna spawn all the way back at base, and then what, you know? Like, are they just SOL? Is this just gonna be an attrition-based operation now? Like, I honestly don't know how this is gonna play. So, you know, good luck to them. Micro the AI here. And didn't mean to do that. Well. Fucking drag glitch. I hate it so fucking much because it's a little bit of an input lag with my cursor. I've tried like 3 different mouses and it still happens, so it's just the game lagging in and of itself. You've slowed to a crawl. Awesome. These guys are coming up along their position here, and you keep getting stuck. I guess at this point, you guys are gonna fold in because you're part of the militia's group here. And then you, I'm gonna say fled because you're on your own and you don't want to fucking deal with that anymore. So, because they also don't have a way to really respawn now, I'm not gonna RC to kill, I'm just gonna let this op play as is. Alright, that fix out of play, he's fleeing, I'm not gonna let him keep driving. I can just remove him from play once they're out of the, you know, perception of the player base. You got the MGs up there tearing them apart. They could try, you know, overlooking from other buildings here, but that's a tough call. So Hazmat's torn apart there. Yeah, from up here, yeah, you would be able to get eyes on picking the rooftop MGs up, but they wanted to stay on the low ground instead. But that could have also helped giving them some reconnaissance data on what's going on here. And I think that's another major thing that, you know, just is a rule about TSB. They don't really do any recon anymore. And that has really messed them up. Because they're just charging in blind and assuming they can win the day here, but that is not the case. They blew a wall, though. That's smart. Blow a hole in the wall. And there's the second guy to go through that entrance and get killed. So we'll see if they decide to pull back, but... Yep, now they're out of position of those machine guns. Well, holy, I mean, actions of the player base at that point.
He only took a hit. Movement, voices marked behind.
He got hit in the head. Headshots are insta.
Where's the Skibby?
I'm really sorry to say this, but this is kind of the fault of the player base at this point. Well, Holy, you gave your 2 cents, and I'm just clarifying mine. So, if that's not a debate, I don't know what is.
There's a door to this guy. You cannot.
There shouldn't have been a force split. There shouldn't have been a blind charge into the next area. That's what cost you at this point. Sorry. These guys pulled away, or are they still trying this angle, even though they've lost 2 guys to it? They're still trying it. All right. At least the gunners on those turrets got picked up. Instant right there, though, honestly. I got this team around where he is. So they have control of the mansion now. Now they have to form up and continue to push. I gotta wonder what else they're fielding. Ah, they're gonna bring it in. I hope they're incredibly defensive with that asset then.
Damn it, Kelly, you supposed to help me cross the street?
What if it's
Alright, so how should they get through this next portion? Honestly, because they're taking such heavy fire from the ridge here, suppressing their position, and they don't have any assets remaining, it's gonna be difficult. What I think they should do, because again, this is why I gave them such heavy assets to work with these things, especially the Mark 19 and the ZU-23. Is the ZU-23 still back at base? It's literally the last thing back at base. I don't know why the player base has been so scared to field that over the last few ops, because that has been one of the most powerful assets of the campaign. So at this rate, honestly, if he's not here, it means he's over here. So what they could do is regroup, pull back, and instead of pushing through this town and taking heavy casualties, they could go around. Now, of course, they never do that. They're going to try to push through, in which case, it's actually not going to be too hard from street to street. It's just the rooftops that are going to be the biggest issue here. So we'll see what they decide to come up with, but who knows?
Moving to the hangout area, so just shooting fire in here.
It does feel kind of like a movie. I mean, we are occasionally taking casualties here through attrition. And I gotta wonder what's the plan now at this point.
That's really good, man. Alpha, man.
Well, Holy, I mean, that's kind of why I guess the player base fell apart then, if they didn't have a plan, because you were the one on the ground playing. So, you're my eyes and ears on that at that point. I got one guy trickling back here. I think he just shot Hazmat up.
Bravo to Alpha, what is our plan effectively?
There's a call-in. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this guy. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I'm gonna open the door here.
Okay, I'm assuming Cosmos.
And then let the AI play it out, because, yeah, they will run through walls sometimes when you want Garrison like that, so that's me just trying to adjust it.
We have a roof line over there.
Alright, some of these guys getting stuck in buildings. Again, the individual units I'm just having route instead. I think that was another IED cook-off there. No, that might have been something else. Either way.
Okay, I see your back left, Corpo.
Another roof guy. 5'8".
Yeah, it's another thing they could have done, which I'm surprised they actually didn't. They didn't go back to take their assets that they lost. They're just deciding to instead push through as infantry in a mission that I designed for them to utilize their assets for. So obviously this is getting messy, you know? Like, I don't know. We're just gonna have this trickle on and go forth from there.
Shooting at guy in the field.
I think one caveat though is I think my AI is eventually gonna run out of ammo
west.
here.
I'm gonna clear these buildings of the fuckers in them.
Like that though, we're hearing some more communication on 5-0. I think they're attempting to reorganize. We got the SPG-9 car up here.
Alright.
See, another thing is I gave them 2 triple RVICs for this one as well, with the intention of them fielding one if they wanted to, and, you know, putting it nearby their respawn Vic, and then, you know, bringing the Vics back, reloading them, and then continuing to use the ZU-23 or the AGS, and they just, or excuse me, the Mark 19. Both are grenade machine guns. And they're just making it harder for him, you know?
He doesn't need everyone holding. Go.
I'm not gonna judge.
But he is the most important person here.
It's however the player base wants to play it. I only care if the objectives are met, you know, on whether or not I'll fail or pass the op. I am gonna have another truck coming in 2 minutes though, because there's no IEDs and the bridge is still intact. Which, again, that's gonna piss people off about that, but that's besides the point. Oh no, they were doing logistics, but now that everything's kind of fallen apart, they're just doing this instead. These guys are totally fucking out of ammo. because they're not even reacting to those forces there, so they're just easy pickoffs at that point. So I'm gonna have these guys fold into the HVI's position. Now, another argument they could make is, oh, well, you know, we're hunting HVIs. We don't want to blow them up on accident. I completely get that. That's why I specifically told them where the HVIs are, so any other position they can use those assets. Just don't shoot the mansion with the explosive boom boomer. Don't hit this specific area where you see a garrison with the boom boom, you know? Like, everywhere else is fair game, though. The only one where it also wouldn't be an issue is this entire compound here, which, you know, it's fairly light. But you can still utilize all of those munitions.
Skelly, where did you go?
So these guys are fully armed, though. This is where you're going to have a bit more CQC here. And that PKM's going to pin them down, so they're going to have to come through a different route here to try to flank it. And again, another thing I'm seeing is people are still deciding not to go up on rooftops or get elevation here to work with this area. They're all staying down on the street instead of trying to raise the area to get a little bit of an elevated situational awareness here. And that is also costing them, I believe. All right, give me a single squad, Vic. Since we know this isn't mine, I don't trust the AI with that. Let's do a single squad. That's correct. I'm gonna cut down on it. And I'm also watching their proximity to the HVI, because again, I said I'd surrender him, and I'm still going to surrender him. And yes, I do agree with that as well, Holy Light.
How is that you across the street?
That's always the cycle of a community like TSV's, though. Eventually, the brain drain is very real. It happens. But I will also say this is them on a bad day, because this same player base has done other stuff in the past and been fine. Now we're starting to see some people get some elevation here, and it's working out for them. Skelly's gone up. Chaos has gone up. And now I'm going to set them to aware open fire. Now let's also start doing some body cleanup here. Once that first HVI is taken, I will spawn in some Iz's QRF. Oh dear. And yeah, here comes that QRF. Wow, these guys came in like a freight train. Now they're starting to get pinned, annihilated here because these guys have set up a force here. My God. Now that's a counterattack if I ever saw one. Did a grenade go off right here? Did they actually, like, grenade breach those dudes? This is Lamb's AI at work at this point, too, but my God. Whew. Got people that are going to trickle in but get blocked by that QRF. Actually, that's not even the QRF. That's just a squad I've been trying to have trickle in forever. Here's the thing, though. This is the same old AI skill I have used in TSB ever since we went from Achilles to Zen. It's just a 90-35
strong heart rates,
50, which was part of accuracy. So some of those features I've now are at 35%, but spotting and shit I've bumped up to 90 just to facilitate the AI spotting at the same range as the player. But the accuracy coefficient itself, most important part, that stayed at 35. So I haven't done anything fancy with the AI here, and normally the AI would get like boosts for accuracy if they have like scopes and whatnot, but here this is just Lamb's AI going hard at work.
Fucking vulnerable motherfucker.
I think also people in TSB are too used to the AI going down in one hit. Once in a while, there's like a dude that, you know, if you hit him in the arm multiple times, he's not going to go down. But there's no body armor here at all. Like, neither side has that. The player base does have, I've increased their health coefficient to be higher than the AI, but that's their only boost here. So Skelly, he's gotten in this BTR. He's working with what he's got here at this point, but... Ay. Oh, great. The dreaded performance toggle. I don't think that affected everything because I was close enough to everything here, but I hate that thing. See, if I wanted to, I could technically just grab him, grab that Vic, and escape. But when I see the player base getting their asses kicked like this, this is me being nice. Ah, man.
There we go. Oh, I mean, you only got 3.
Absolute insanity. I'm not gonna say skill issue, I'm just gonna say, hey, like, I guess this was a bad day. Here's what I thought you did, Ron, but feel free to do whatever. I will say this, though, I am not taking Deuce feedback for this one, though. Because it's just gonna be filled with people venting, and I don't feel like dealing with that.
Hey, Bravo, you on here? Bravo, anyone? Hello?
Alright, so they've got a second to regroup at this point. Chaos just climbed up here on his own and got shot for it. Now they're shooting each other because they can't PID. Oh, this is brilliant.
Minimize your exposure. Probably best not to.
That's straight up.
Where you're at.
That's Freddy, that's Corvo.
Keep going. Other ones.
It's like Chaos made a little bit. Oh, this is. Christ.
Got him one, give or take.
One more.
You know what I'd like to see more of, though? Which, you know, I'm just preaching to the choir at this point. smoke grenade use. Some more smokes here and there would be very helpful in helping them advance or pull back. Usually you want to pull back when you smoke, but... Whew. Very big mess. Did you just... Okay. I was about to say, if you just fragged yourself... That's hilarious. I think so, yeah, but... Again, and this is why I'm happy, perfect demonstration here. You don't have to come up this ladder to kill this dude. You can literally just get on a different rooftop and shoot him. You know what I mean?
Bravo, are you on that?
That's all you need to do. Whew. Alright, okay, hope you keep enjoying them. But bro, alright, let's reel the comments back here. I will say though, I am actually really happy about FNF smoke use. Even though they generally use it for crazy suicide charges, but hey, at least they use it, you know? That's funny. And here's me hoping they don't shoot the HVT. You still got this guy over here firing at him. And it's all just chest rigs. All right.
Hive mind.
Oh, I knew they were going to eventually get here, just a matter of how many times are they going to get shot. The only way they'd lose is if that Vic up there would get blown up, but I'm genuinely not trying to target their respawn Vics, I'm just trying to defend my HVIs, because when I do this stuff, I play it as a defensive.
We kind of did too. We're basically, just clearing guys as we go.
Alright. So both squad leaders disconnected. That's also why this is such a mess.
Have we got him? I just found him.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just found him.
I love it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The kebab shit.
Alright, Bravo found the guy, he's dead. So, everyone just...
No, he's alive. He's not... You're not...
Oh, he's alive? Sweet.
Heal him.
Grab him.
You're not supposed to shoot him.
Like the mini buildings.
Does anyone have zip ties?
Where's he at?
I got chaos all the way over here. But yeah, the only reason the other two respawn Vics blew up is because they drove them right up to enemies, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cute. Then just, yeah, blow them up. So if you keep them out of harm's way, I don't intentionally target them. I just go with the flow here. I just see an enemy Vic, I blow it up. Simple as that.
No.
Yeah.
I wasn't free.
Alright, so...
Hello. I have a plan.
Yeah, so TSB needs to bring him back. And get the final operation. JZ looks like he bled out. But again, here's another reason I don't blame player base. This is why I'm going easy on him. Both their squad leaders disconnected. So, you know, you just kick everyone while they're down, they're gonna get mad.
I don't think so.
Please don't armor the Vic while you have the... You got one dude right here who could also spray at him.
Bravo lead back on net.
Oh,
do you read?
baby. Do these guys go into this base and now they're stuck? That's brilliant.
Alright, so it's to the east of the hill, backtrack on that road, and then just move south from there.
Pulling that away, and I'm just sending out the last remaining groups of QRF over yonder. I need to adjust that 113 when the time comes. What are you shooting at? And why are you so silly? Now I got this nice little no man's land fight where I'm sending forces up from there to cross in, fight around this abandoned base, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. Watch this, gonna do it again. AI are perfectly wonderful. And have 0 bugs. Why do you say sheesh? You know what? I don't want to know. 0 bugs, only features. Right now we're deleting the groups of bodies back here. I mean, for people that have survived a majority of the fighting, I think at least everyone's died once at this rate. If not twice. This is definitely one of the more brutal ops that has come of all of this. That's for fucking sure. Did I mean for it to go this way? Absolutely not. This was supposed to be a nice little, oh, we see bad guys over on that house. Let's use our heavy assets and blow them to high hell. Let's go get them rearmed. All right, push the infantry in, clean up the rest. Nice little communication. I mean, similar to what happened last week. This one? No. Absolutely fucking not. Oh, man.
Over word to your north.
You might be out of range.
Here, I'll take him and make sure he's alive. You can get back into the AO.
He's fine.
Yeah.
I had a panic moment, but he.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, he's not dead. So that's all that matters. He's not dead. Well, here's the thing. There's a difference between a player base struggling and floundering because the tactics that they usually rely on don't end up working. And then there's when the player base is being tongue-in-cheek. And you really do have to slap them. This one is a case of the former, not the latter. But at the same time, I mean, with a very limited amount of units, they decided to do a force split anyway. That was their first mistake, and that was also the first hint of this. Alright, so I have a BMP overwatching a massive open area here. And it's firing way in the air for some stupid reason. So the players should use cover to come up the smart way, flank that BMP, hit it in the side with AT, easy, right? You would think. I have some heavy vehicles, but again, they're limited by their mobility here, and they're also just freaking brain dead.
I sound like I'm farther.
Now go.
Yeah, exactly.
Did they ram the gate and break their
Let me
wheels?
See if I got the right.
That's awesome. All right, any bodies I'm forgetting here? I still can't believe they didn't go back and grab their assets, like, or think about, you know, securing the area, bringing triple up to repair. It just, I genuinely don't know what was on their mind. What are you doing? Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel a little ashamed? Your first thought should be to, like, get over this fence and get away. Like, sir. Sir, please. It's a 113. It has a 50 cal. You're literally charging it in the open. Nice. I'll finish him. Okay. He's not winning back. That was a 50 cal shot to probably his face. I thought I heard a Zeus spin, my bad. Just a whine of, I don't even know. Oh yeah, and I do have a spare repair Vic in the AO in case, like, you know, maybe they have any close vehicles that need assistance like that. They're trickling in here again. I really hope they don't continue to use the open areas because it's BMP. 50-50, it'll actually do anything, but... Whew.
My God.
There he go.
That's what you got. It's on ICC training. Headshot.
Now we have to see them regroup and push this final AO. We have one group over here, one group over here, and we got some stragglers all around. Delete those 2 units. And we'll see how things go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the Alpha regroup, like a few of us.
Touch.
1 second. I need to turn down the frame.
So now it's just infantry on infantry here trying to toggle around. Oh dear.
Going southeast through like the back compound.
Oh! Oh my God!
Corner. Oh, I got fucked.
There's just 2
I
dudes.
fucked myself in that jump.
Even jumped away with enhancement. Wait, did he just go through the wall? Wait a minute. Don't do it! Don't do it! That's a Lamb's AI anything where they dash around like that, and yeah, they tend to do that stuff. Uh-oh. Arma everywhere. Well, at least they're gonna have to regroup for the final fight here at that point. SPG-9 car is, oh yeah, that's from forever ago. I can go ahead and delete him. So I'm gonna pull him back to that corner. No, you know, I'll pull him right there and then I can delete him. I still have Mr. Bim. It looks like the other BMP is trying to shoot at him. Also an Igla guy right here, because I thought, you know, a little bit of AA. Why not? Literally no reason other than because I felt like it. And that shot from that Vic took that out. And now I have my BTR doing BTR things. That's a friendly position. That's also a friendly position. Alright. The BTR is having what I like to call an episode. So I'm just gonna go back to deleting bodies. What in the Toyota Wars? I think it's a 3CB Factions asset. It's a BMP turret on a Hilux. Why? Because why not? Yeah, driver got shot to shit there, but the gunner's still alive. He's in his own little protective case. Yeah, people just combat looting. Yeah, I already know I'm gonna do this debrief too, though. It's gonna be interesting. But again, 35 for accuracy. As I've always done it for years in this community. Nothing's changed. There are times I turn that number up because the AI is being exceptionally dumb and I need to, but here it's just a combination of lambs and 35%. Today is no different. So, other HVI is right here. They will have to flashbang him if they want to try to capture him. At least I think.
So are you,
See, now I'm second guessing everything I do. Let's see. That'd be Ace Captive. Yeah. Second handcuff at any time. Bro, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh. Bavarian just blew a dude's legs off. The issue was, it was his friends. Oh! Oh! Right in the face!
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, someone picked him off. He's back up anyway. Got the BTR now locking down this position. Kill zones, man.
Got him?
Yeah, there were 2 fuckers.
BTR's coming up. And he's dead.
Building's coming up.
So, I'll wait for the gunfire to stop. They can leave now. Job's done. You can literally pop smokes and just leave. Ooh, smoking the BTR. That is something I would have never expected to see in a billion years, but that's a good call. Basically, you're obscuring its sight lines. Now, with LAM suppression, it doesn't always work, but the BTR will end up picking a direction and shooting at it. Did I hear him say start pulling back? Yeah! Yeah! Alright! Oh dear. Alright. I assume the gun is now disabled. It's only orange. So it was only a weak
Hi,
hit.
this is Alpha. Are you on net?
This is I sent message. I didn't NQ that, by the way.
We have taken care of both HVIs. Are we clear to return to base? Over.
Affirm. Once both HVIs are dealt with, you can RTB, and I will index as soon as combat stops.
Copy that. Hi. Uno now. Out.
Trying to machine gun this guy? Yeah, I think so. I think the BMP gun was just disabled because it's looking down and has a damaged texture on the turreted side. No, it's okay, never mind. Because it was also all white.
I'll take care of him.
Whew.
We got the other guy as well, so we're good.
So I think they're just gonna remount and
So that
get out of here.
Oh, you got it?
I still got it, yeah. I've got
Chaos,
like 11 rounds.
I've got all the magazines.
Right.
Alright, yep, get in the vehicle, and then we're all in vehicles, and it's time to go.
Well, we can take one more. Hey, Red Cap, hop in.
They stole his hat.
We can do like 3 in the back of the truck.
We got one more.
Yeah, they totally stole his hat. Oh my god.
Holy shit, I'll take
Alright. I'll just
I don't even know what to write here. It's a success.
I hit the building in the end.
Well, that was a fast o'clock.
Yes.
It's saying like I killed like a fucking company. Goddamn, what?
That's such an impressive list, isn't it?
I had an AK.
Yes.
Got 1 kill.
All right. So that was a mess and a half. I don't even know what else to say. Like, I didn't even. Normally, I usually spam infantry. This time, I was rather conservative. AI, nothing was different. It was just our 90-35. Accuracy 35, 90 on everything else because, for spotting and their pathfinding. But yeah, I mean, that was just lambs also being lambs with the counterattacks, especially. It got very brutal in the town. At any point, you guys could have gone back and recovered your Vics. There were 2 triple R Vics. You could have used those to re-repair. You could have fielded the ZU-23. That autocannon would have been especially helpful in the infantry clearing. A few people missed shots on the tank. You were able to partially damage the gun, and when the combat stopped and their QRF came, the tank just disappeared to a different part of the AO and was never seen again. The encircling force ended up dealing with it because stuff was leaving the AO as you were disabling it or killing off the gunners because they're no longer useful. But yeah, it was just a lot of you would continue on after not really clearing your position, and it came back to bite you in the ass. The IEDs were placed on the bridge, and then people tried to destroy the bridge after I said, hey, don't do that, because these bridges can't be destroyed. So QRF still came in because the bridge was still intact, and I tried to tell you that in brief, but, oh well. But first HVI was taken, second one was killed, which I said you could if you wanted to, but yeah, I'm not going to take Zeus feedback for that one either, because that was interesting. So
Who was the
let's
initial squad lead for Alpha?
let's just go down the list
Con.
here since we have such a small group remaining. Alex, anything to say?
No. I mean, well, I would say it'd be nice to be able to just save kits, just so like when you do respawn at the respawn Vic,
Yes.
you can just, get it back quick. But that was pretty much it. But that's just because I like customizing a little bit, even though you did provide what we needed to, which was nice. It was rough at the beginning, yeah, but again, like I said, Bravo, I don't know. Bravo, I think did damn well because the last 2/3 for what 4-man. We just sort of just
too. I want to have posted.
cut through like a little scalpel and got to the mansion, and then eventually got to the barracks, and yeah.
I mean, it definitely showed that you bounced back, especially with the final part of the mission, but there were definitely some nasty moments. Skelly. Is that Anya from SpyX, or?
I don't know which one that one's from.
My
It's an old
God.
one. Either that one or the louder one. No, I don't really have anything. It was what it was. A squad and a bit against a big town full of infantry. It was going to be a shit show.
It was the most mission of missions.
Bavarian?
Well, thank you for sending an entire squad on my ass, and when I was the only one left at the vehicles, I killed a good part of it and got downed by 3 that were left. Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, it was with the bridges was really chaotic and disorganized. I felt like, and when we got to the town, it got better and better until we reached the mansion, and from there now, especially the last part, the ISIS base went pretty well, I would say. There was like we didn't have squads, more like multiple fire teams that could somewhat coordinate with themselves, would say, but yeah, it got better in the end. Yeah.
Hazmat?
Yeah, it's just the opus itself is fine. It's just some of the players have been absolutely stupid. Comms were, non-existent.
Excuse me.
but the overall the uplink, the suicide, I guess, went okay. Next.
JY?
May I quickly say something?
Back to Barv, yep. Or, yeah, Bavarian.
Beginning with the southern bridge, the end of it that was destroyed. I'm sorry, I didn't tell he was using the GM of the M103, and I was just saturate the area. And all of a sudden, one of the squad mates says, "Stop it! You destroyed the bridge." And we're okay, yeah, not good, but I think it was still servable.
An AGS is not going to destroy the bridge unless you just like deliberately mag dump it, which you weren't. But whatever.
Yeah, it was like spreading it all over the place, but apparently, I don't know. Anyway,
JY?
That's all I have to fucking say of this one.
Lolo?
Not here.
Yours?
Your mic is deactivated, Lolo.
No teamwork,
Oh,
only
no, I see.
DACA, no coordination, but fun, I guess. A little masochistic, I guess. Fun
at the
how we
start-
find in person. Gotcha. But anyway,
Yeah,
BY, go ahead.
Yeah, at the start, it was completely fine until we crossed the bridge. Then we got domed by a tank, and then we had to respawn. And then it all went
Roger, thanks for
downhill.
a 31-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operation.
Karn
Hope you get a nice gig out of this
disconnected.
scenario.
We had no squad lead. We had pretty much no orders, nowhere to go. We didn't know where we
I
were
don't know,
going.
Jacob.
So we kind of made our
Not in the
own
mood to play games
bargains,
right now.
and then we pushed on.
Ooh, man.
And yeah, eventually we did
Maybe
it.
later tonight, we'll see.
Send in GOAT Team 6.
That's it for me.
31 months and still going.
I mean, yeah, Bravo, you know, we dealt with that middle bridge. I mean, pretty much Alex
Don,
and
I agree.
Skelly were carrying the weight of Bravo.
I was drunk.
Yeah. I got knocked on con like 5 fucking times, I think, at minimum.
Yeah, but you woke back up, right?
In some of them, yeah.
It's
In
some
one,
nice,
I was waiting in
yeah.
that office building, like, waiting, and after like 5 minutes, I just said, fuck it, I'll just respawn.
We tried to stabilize you at that, like near the market.
Yeah,
but
but
we
we
weren't sure
have
if you
no
woke up
medic.
from that. Well, yeah, and
I
Alpha
just-
was
Anyway,
down
let's
too.
keep it rolling. Clone?
That warlord had a cool hat.
Yes, he did. And you took it. Alec?
Yeah, not much besides just if you're gonna like squad lead or be team lead, you gotta step up. Like if SL's gone, because yeah, what happened with Alpha was just essentially no one taking leadership, and then I finally just put my hat in the ring. That's when we finally left the mansion area, and then yeah, people gotta learn their land nav a little bit more because people were struggling to regroup, and then finally we managed to somewhat get together and then push into the ISIS base and kind of do that somewhat cleanly and get out. So yeah, there wasn't really any coordination between Alpha and Bravo because we finally figured out we had to keep changing short range channels to each other's if we needed something from one another because we had no comms through 50 because I heard Bravo's SL was gone as well.
He has
So
a down.
No,
like
I
that.
was just
or it was
on
down
con
at the
a
time.
lot
All
of
right,
times.
got it. All right, yeah, because we can raise you there. So
You did good though.
we
nice.
we worked it out.
Chaos?
That was a flustercock. Holy shit.
A fluster cock? I didn't know Remy was into that. Anyway, BRB.
fun.
Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. And I might be back on for Daisy later. I'm gonna go steal Bloodwing's jelly now. Ta-ta.